What is going on, everybody? Today, we're going to be going over Iron Leaf and how you can use them in the Tera Raids. So, let's get into it. So, Iron Leaf is a grass psychic type. And honestly, you can actually go either way with whatever you want. He does have the psychic Tera type if you get him from raids, because his signature move is actually a physical psychic move. He's going to be a physical attacker. Walking Wake, which is also in the Tera Raids with him, is a special attacker. So keep that in mind. Now, held items, you can actually run quite a few things. He does get access to the grass healing moves like Giga Drain. So he could take advantage of Big Root. So you get more healing back. Because I have found him to be a very big attacker, but maybe be a little frail depending on what you go against because of his typing. But once you get the Tera off, you are fine. For this set, I kind of just threw it all into his signature move and just kind of went for it. So he is a big attacker. Now, Twisted Spoon powers up your psychic type moves. Just like we went over with Walking Wake, signature move is water. So you go ahead and use a Mystic Water to go ahead and just throw it all in there. Because the interaction with these guys is very interesting. But I ran Twisted Spoon. You could run Big Root. You could run Leftovers. You could run Shell Bell. Anything to heal, because he also does get the Giga Drain, so you don't really have to rely on it that much. You just have to watch out for his typing. So let's jump over the moves and show you kind of what we're working with. So for moves, he has a very good move pool. Like, I'm not really sure what he doesn't get, but as it stands right now, this is going to be his signature move. This is the move that we are going to be basing everything off of for this build. Pretty much go in, do a lot of damage. So it's a base 80 power move with a 50% boost if you're on electric terrain. Keep in mind, he has Cork Drive because he's a future Paradox mon. They get a stat boost on electric terrain. So he does have access to psychic terrain, which would boost this even more, give you a 1.5. But having a 50% boost on top of electric terrain, on top of popping your Cork Drive to give you a boost, on top of a spoon, on with Tera, anything like that, like, you're going to be dishing out a lot of damage. And if they don't resist you, yeah, they're going to have problems. So the way we're going to work here is this is going to be our main attacking. And then we do have Giga Drain to go ahead and take advantage of the healing that we can do. This is where you could put on a Big Root and not really have to worry about adding the spoon because you're getting all these buffs already. Because you set electric terrain like we have here, you can't fall asleep. Your signature move gets a boost. Your ability procs. So you're already going to be doing a lot of damage. So there's no real need to run that extra little bit of damage. But you could. Then if you ran Big Root, you'd get more healing back from Giga Drain, which helps you be more survivable. And then on top of all that, he gets Swords Dance. So it is bigger to just, I think, personally, run the Big Root or a healing item. Honestly, I would go for a Big Root if you are running a healing item, so you get more back from Giga Drain. Because if you Swords Dance 3 times, get +6 plus terrain plus your ability, then your signature move, you kind of just destroy everything if you fully get set up. And it's kind of overkill if you're using a spoon, but nonetheless, it is there at your disposal if you want to try and use it. Now, this guy is mainly I want to go in and do a lot of damage. But he also kind of gets wrapped up in, I want to do a lot. So, I mean, you want to Swords Dance 3 times, get you +6. You want to set terrain. You want to Giga Drain so you don't have to heal cheer. And then you want to actually attack and get your Tera. So with everything he does, you could pair him with a Miraidon, or just, like I said, Big Root, heal yourself up. Not really focus on the electric terrain. Just go for the Swords Dance, or just go for the electric terrain and then Giga Drain to get everything up, stay alive, get your Tera, and you're fine. Because his typing isn't really the best typing. So let's jump over the spread and show you exactly what I was working with. So for his spread, he is running a 252 attack, 252 HP. His HP is actually sitting at a 245 on mine because I did have a little bit of investment because I did knock something out. Go ahead, just run the 252 and that's okay. And then it would be a 60 in defense because the rest of this spread is in defense, just sitting at about a 65. But this is a full attack. Like, you want to go in and do as much damage as possible, as quick as possible. You are perfectly fine just putting some bulk on. Like, you could simply run 166 in defense and 100 in special defense with a max HP, and you still do lots of damage. Like, a lot of damage. Like, it's crazy. So with Court Drive, go ahead, use your ability, and with Electric Terrain, you get to proc your attack stat to go even higher, along with your signature move. It's a 50% boost. And on top of everything, you just get to go crazy, especially with Swords Dance. So I would definitely think about going with the 166 in defense, 100 in special defense, and a 252 in HP with the Adamant Mint, because that gives you the most bulk you can get. And then if you are on Electric Terrain with your ability proc, with a +6 attack, nothing is gonna live. Like, you get to do lots and lots of damage, especially if you're running a Twisted Spoon for your item. But as you can see, we're able to get in here and we're able to do this raid pretty easy with him. I am using the all attacking set on him, so I'm trying to get Swords Dance up, trying to get the Electric Terrain up. And once I actually get to start going, you get to do lots of damage. Now, you can see we do take lots of damage to ourselves because we're not a bulky set, and our weaknesses are pretty prominent. Like, it's very obvious that our weaknesses are on the front end. Like, you can definitely tell. But we are also able to do lots of damage. So it's kind of a trade. Do I want to be a glass cannon, or do I want to do lots of damage and yet still be a bulky Pokemon? So definitely something to keep in mind. But we are able to get in here and we are able to take it down relatively easy for a 6-star Tera Raid. Now, this is my Iron Leaf set. It's very fun and very interesting. I'm having fun using these two new mons and figuring out ways to build them and explore their move pool. I've done lots of testing. There's no calculations for them yet, so I'm doing everything by hand. So if you do like this one, go ahead, like it. Let me know if you are going to be going for the all attacking build or a more bulky build to be more survivable. Let me know. I'm liking the attack. I'm probably going to switch to the bulky, which I have ran, and it does live a lot easier, so it makes it a little bit more reliable. But if you did like this one, go ahead, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.